In the previous video, Nova R Home sent us an exhaust fan, which I connected to this cabinet to make a primitive paint booth. And possibly this weekend, I'm going to be moving this over to my friend's place, adding an actual 6-inch duct, getting the airflow to be better, and we might be adding some heating elements to make this into a bit of an oven and more insulation. Well, before I move it over there, I want to test out this paint sprayer that Tilswall sent me. And they sent this to me a month ago as well, and I was sick, and I couldn't really use it. I took it to the deli. We were going to be, because I'm helping build out the Blue South Deli that was old Tadaro's Music on Lansdowne Avenue in Lansdowne. And we just didn't feel like this would be enough to spray the entire building, so we just went out and got an actual high-power paint sprayer, and that was probably the best bet. But I am curious about this. So it operates via a high-speed fan and doesn't use compressed air. I'm curious how the spread would be. So first, I just want to fill this with water and paint it onto some cardboard just to see how will that work. I want to see what kind of what it even looks like. But then, as it turns out, to help teach me, it does come with a little funnel to where you dilute the paint, run it through the funnel, and the time at which it comes through the funnel is the time is the viscosity that you want. I believe you fill up this, and if it runs out in 110 seconds, that's about perfect. So that answers a lot of questions for me. We have this filled with water. And now to get a power cord. It surprised me that it turns on without spraying. Whoa! Holy shit, that actually works really well. I didn't expect it to have such a good spray. This is just cardboard that I keep around for catching oil and stuff. So I'll let this dry out. But wow, okay. I wonder what's the slowest slow-mo my camera can do. This is the one case where I do wish I could go back in time and dig out my old cameras from my camera bin and shoot at 1000 FPS, but I am really fascinated by that. Okay then, let's empty this. Apparently if you need to wash this out, you run it upside down with water coming in through here, so it's not too difficult. Dump this out. Now let's try some paint. Oh, let's see what paint I even have. So here's the brown paint that I'm thinking about using. I put this on during extremely high heat with a hand brush. So it is cast iron, but it was able to flow pretty evenly. Now what I'm actually planning to paint is a similar fixture. I kind of hate how this cover for this exhaust fan is just bright white. So I was figuring, let's take this cover off and let's see if we can paint some pristine brown on that as well, because cast iron, super easy to paint with a brush. Oh, it's a hex driver. Shit. Okay, my paint booth may be entirely unequipped for enamel paint, but yeah. I hate doing that, but oh well. I don't know how to do it elsewhere. Otherwise, though. I don't do this kind of work. Oh, okay. Well. I'm starting to think maybe oil-based paint, enamel paint, is a bit of a mistake with this, but yeah. Because it'll be really hard to clean. I put it onto a paint can so I can kind of rotate it. Wow! Wow. I can't believe that actually worked so well. I thought it was going to be a huge disaster. This is amazing. Now is going to be the nightmare of cleaning it up. Let's see what we can do. Just going to leave that running. Damn, that actually worked really well. Huh. It's going to take probably like 24 hours to cure, but look at that, a mirror finish. Ah. Maybe we could have used that on the at the deli, painting the walls. It would have been a lot, but you probably could paint a house with this. Well, I can't really walk through here without undoing this. It's not really holding, so go into the bathroom. I'm gonna try to clean this up. Or maybe I should clean it. Yeah, maybe I should clean it with paint thinner. And then I'll distill this down later on, because I've used this like 4 times over. I just keep reusing it, keep reusing it. Well guys, I finally went out and bought some mineral spirits. About a month ago actually. I felt like I couldn't just make do with finding it in basements of buildings. So I went and bought some. It's always a bit of a balancing act for me because I try to do it as resourceful as possible. And I always want to reuse as much as I can. But reusing your mineral spirits 4 times over, that's pretty good. Okay. I think at this point, I should put this on and I should shake it up. So I'm just doing a little bit at a time, a little bit of mineral spirits each time. Seems like it's holding up okay. Of course, I will warn you, if you do go down the path of distilling mineral spirits like I do, definitely do it outside. It's very flammable and all that. Now let's see, can I catch the mineral spirits from this? Because we have this pretty much cleaned. Okay, let's see. Can I do that without messing up everything else? That's the other question. Let's see if this is a stupid idea or not. Oh no. Well, it's stupid in the sense that there's plaster in here. I think we've cleaned it out. That worked really well. I feel like I didn't get too much anywhere. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. But boy, am I sweating. I'm trying not to run the fans in the workshop as an experiment to see if I can not get the hot air from the rafters down here. But boy, is it hot. Okay then. Oh, look at that. All clean. And I'll leave that paint thinner in there. So you can use this with the enamel paint. That's so cool. I'll just do it when I'm painting something bigger. Then, I know it has a lot of stuff in it, but I will be distilling it, so it's not a huge deal. Well, it's going to smell like paint thinner in here for a while. I hope you guys approve of my highly reusing of mineral spirits. Now, I did mess up one way. When I blew that into the bucket, it blew dust onto that. But it's going to be outside. It's going to be covered in dust. It's not a huge deal. I'm still very happy with how it turned out. And that's the one rule of painting. If you spill dust on what you paint, don't touch it. You're just going to make it worse. There's no way that you can get that dust off of there without messing up that perfect paint job. Hopefully that stays on for now. Oh, I'm so happy with this. This is so cool. I wasn't really confident in this, but they actually have made a pretty good thing. The handle gets a little bit hot, or something gets a little hot. I'm not really sure what that is, but I think it might just be because I'm sweating really bad. And we cleaned it out really well too with the mineral spirits. I asked them if it would work with enamel oil-based paint, and they said it would work with any paint. I kind of didn't believe them. I feel bad, but it does. That's amazing. Now, the reason why I asked for this is because I think I'm going to give this as a gift to my neighbor, because my neighbor, when I give this to him, I want him to be able to paint all sorts of stuff because he's doing welding. And also, I figure it makes a nice little well-rounded gift, because getting that big cabinet out of there will open up a huge section of my shop, and basically a lot of my welding equipment will go over there, and a lot of this can open up. I'm so happy about that. That is just, I didn't expect that to work so well. So I guess really the particles fly straight and they don't really swirl around too much. They do hit and stick. I know if I did that a whole bunch, stuff would probably fly everywhere, but I don't really have any paint on my hands. Not too much anyway. I do have mineral spirits on my hands though. It seems like there might be some ways to refine spraying it into the side of the bucket to get the mineral spirits back out. I know a lot of you probably just spray it on the ground or spray it in the air, but I like to save the mineral spirits because I don't have it on tap, so I might as well save it. And then I use solar power to distill it. And also I like risking fire. Oh. Well, my ride's here. We're gonna go visit family. I have the timer set. This is tacky, but not wet. It's gonna go off in 4 hours. Shouldn't blow up in 4 hours. I'm joking. But I'll leave that where when I first had it, I had the mineral spirits right underneath. The timer was like, timer blows up, that's a bad idea, so I moved the mineral spirits back to the chemical cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's almost nighttime. We came back. I set this to turn off after 4 hours. And look at that. It worked beautifully. So the exhaust was running and helped get all that fume out of the building. And it really doesn't smell like paint thinner, mineral spirits.
No.
Before it smelled a lot like it, but now, not really. Oh, it's all dry now. I bet having the mineral spirits helped dilute it enough to where it's thin enough where it's not really a big issue. I imagine the bottom slightly, where it's dripped, it's slightly goopy. Well, I can leave that for the time being. I did miss there, but whatever. I was running out of brown paint. Nobody really noticed though. I can leave that to cure even more, and then we can put it back on the building. I won't do it now because it might get stuff hitting it or rain. I don't know if it's even gonna rain, but yeah. I'm so floored by how that works so well. It's the next day. It's just cool enough to have the door open and have the wind blowing through, but other than that, it's gonna be too warm, probably within the next half hour. So I think the time to put this on the building is right now before it gets too hot. Look at that. Only leaving slight trails. Well, not even really. Just looked like it was leaving. Yeah, like slight. So I'll be very careful with putting it on, because this is one of those things where if you were to nick it, it would come back off. But it feels fairly hard. Give it another week and it'll actually cure. I wish I would have gotten this side more, but I kind of like how that looks. You know, I almost think I maybe should have gone even darker with that. Still though, it works pretty well. That's my first time ever using a paint sprayer, especially when without an air compressor. I'm kind of surprised. It makes a nice wide spray. Now, I did have to dilute the Rust-Oleum with mineral spirits. I will say that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.